The Pope is dead. You guys, Pope is dead. JD Vance killed him.
JD Vance did not kill the Pope.
He did. JD Vance went right up to him. He shook his hand. He said, "You think it's cool to be gay?" And then he poisoned him in his hand.
Did he really say that to him?
I think so.
No, you don't know that. JD,
as a lip reader, I think
respectful. He's a very respectful man.
What? Progressive Pope?
The progressive Pope, and like half the Catholic Church is pissed off that he's progressive. But maybe they just needed a little. Maybe they just need a little progressive.
You know what? Amen. The poor progressive Pope. He said, "You know what? I think we have an opening in the church for gay people." And then the Catholic Church said, "He didn't mean that. You guys took that out of context." Then JD Vance, the day before he died, he shook his hand and he was like, "Hey, Pope, I heard what you said about gay people. Enjoy this dart in your hand. It'll kill you."
And I think you're being sacrilegious.
No, I'm not. This is
yes,
what I
you
read.
are.
I read it. Vance whacked the Pope. I agree. He did. He whacked the Pope, Mom. The progressive Pope. He went like this. Hey, happy Easter. I'm wishing you good health. And then he shook his hand. He went, "No, I'm not, you gay loving freak. Enjoy this poison in your hand." And then he was dead the next day.
I don't even think Pope Francis wanted to be the Pope.
That's neither here nor there. JD Vance, in my opinion, killed the Pope. You want to see how?
Did not. I don't understand what you're saying.
Mom, they're already making toys of it. Look.
They are.
Pope Slayer, JD Vance.
Jesus.
With a wheelchair and a crucifix and like a couch. There he is, JD Vance. Look how proud he looks, all smug.
It's so sacrilegious. That's really mean and bad. Damn it.
He shouldn't have done it. Look at it, Mom. Look at it.
Where do we get these action figures?
I went like this. Ah! I'm serious.
That's a new action figure because JD
I do think we'll probably get a more conservative Pope now.
Yeah, great. Of course, because JD killed.
Well, what do you care? Nobody pays any attention to any of it anyway. You heathens.
I, for
what
one,
a bunch of heathens.
Our Pope was okay. Let's read a little bit about our Pope, our most recent Pope.
Okay,
he was a very nice Pope.
He was from Argentina.
Yes,
he was. Look
at this.
Frugal. He didn't want to wear the red. He didn't want to wear the red shoes. He wanted to just wear his regular leather shoes, his worn-out ones. He didn't want to go out there in all the pomp and circumstance of those gowns. He just wanted to wear his regular white gown. He wanted to be humble and kind, and that's what I know.
Yeah, but now we're gonna have a more conservative Pope. How Pope Francis's progressive legacy changed the church. He did say about 6 months after he was elected head of the Catholic Church, Pope Francis made a surprising admission. A Jesuit priest was interviewing Francis when he departed from a pre-approved list of questions and asked Francis, referring to him as his birth name, who is da-da-da-da, blah, blah, blah. "I am a sinner," Francis said in the 2013 interview. "This is the most accurate definition. It is not a figure of speech, a literary genre. I am a sinner." And then he goes on to say that I think that there is a place in the Catholic Church where gay people could fit in, and that might be okay, right?
Yes, because
gay people are okay.
Because the priests are gay, okay? Not all of
They're
them,
all
but
gay.
75% of the priests are probably gay as well. What's the big deal?
But that was too progressive for JD Vance.
And well, it wasn't too progressive for JD Vance. It was too progressive for traditionalist Catholics who believe in towing the line, the Bible verse, and whatever that they say. And I don't know. People are just hateful. So even Catholic people
are.
They are. They are.
I hope you know that I'm just kidding. The man was like 80,000 years old. That's why he died. It's not because he met JD Vance.
He was 87.
87,000 years old. But I do want to show you this. This was his last encounter. And if I put it on pause, I'm gonna put it on mute, and I have the real Mom, this is so exciting. I have the real version of what was said between the Pope and JD Vance. Do you want to hear it?
Sure.
Okay. We'll just buckle in. The papacy sent this to me.
Directly to you?
They personally? Did. Yeah, they did.
Yanu, you must be important.
I am so important. They did. They said, you're doing such great work. The papacy. So JD Vance walks up like this. And I'll put it at the playback speed a little bit less. Boom, 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 boom. Nope. I want it to go like this. Here he comes. Hi, Pope. Good to see you. My name is JD Vance. See him? That's what he said right there. And then this Pope, this cardinal is going, Sir, are you okay? And look how terrified the Pope looks.
They both look very serious.
Everyone looks terrified.
They don't look terrified.
Do you think
terrified. You think the Pope at that point had an inkling and a feeling that this was his last day on earth?
He did once JD shook his hand.
It's not true. Don't spread rumors.
Here he comes. Here comes JD. Hello, Popey boy. I love you. Here's your poison. And then he goes, you fucking asshole. And then the Pope goes, please don't kill me. The Cardinal goes, you will live forever. Okay. He goes, leave this in your finger. Yep. See? And then he goes, how are you feeling, Popey? I'm not feeling it. He goes, I love that you were so progressive, but it's time for you to go. And then they have to translate, and she's smiling. You see?
Yeah, I don't know.
The poor Pope knows it's his last day. Look at JD staring at him after he put a dart in his hand.
That's a rumor. You're spreading rumors.
He put a dart in his hand, Mom. Look. Hi, Popey. Don't ever tell anybody I put this dart in your hand. You were too progressive for us. Goodbye, Pope. Goodbye. Nice to meet you, Popey. I'm scared. Now they take a picture. I feel fine. I feel great. Well, the reason that we're here, Pope, is because you like gay people. And I want to tell you that it's Easter and you're bad. What? I'm dying, the Pope says. in Italian. I'm dying.
He speaks Spanish. He's from Argentina.
Yes. And then in Spanish, he goes, please don't kill me again. Give these to your children. And he's like, that is a wonderful gift. Thank you so much. And then JD, once he was dead, he laughed with all these cardinals. See?
Where are you getting your information from?
Mom, this was today. After they found his lifeless progressive body that loved gays, then JD laughed with this cardinal. And look at this guy laughing.
They say the Pope's birth name 3 times before they declare him dead.
Well, they were like, we said it only twice and he was definitely dead, right? Am I right?
No, they have to say it 3 times.
Well, that's what they were laughing. They were like, how funny was that 3rd time? You see? Mommy, you see? Look how much they were laughing at him.
I don't know what I think.
Can't I have this? Can't
I have it?
Look how much they're laughing.
I feel sad for the Pope who died.
I feel very sad for the Pope. Look at this cardinal and JD Vance, how much they're laughing after he died. They're like, ha 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 ha, it's so funny. He was too progressive for us. This is Mom, this is a photo immediately after Pope Francis's death. Look how happy they are.
How do you know that? How are you privy to that? Prove it.
Mom, I know. Look at the Cardinals laughing. Look at JD laughing. This photo was taken the moment that the Pope took his last breath.
What was Pope Francis' real name?
Mom.
What? I want to know these things. Inquiring minds want to know. Jorge Mario Bergoglio. When they went to check on him, they said, Jorge Mario Bergoglio. Jorge Mario Bergoglio. Jorge Mario Bergoglio. And if he didn't answer after 3 times, they declare him dead.
Yes. And then that's because JD knew he was dead because he killed him.
He did not know he was dead.
Look at them laughing at his death.
This could have been 2 fucking years ago, okay? Shut up.
Why would JD Vance 2 years ago?
All right, maybe it was 6 months ago.
Mommy, I'm just kidding. It's not, they're not laughing at his death. This is probably 2 minutes before he died. But they were having fun. Read
Were
this.
They having lunch?
Chris Thompson. They were having revelry. Chris Thompson, thank you for the $10. I'll be the next Pope since I have a Pope hat and it's required. I'll be making big changes. 1, opening a casino in Vatican City. Very good idea. Very good idea. We'll have a rewards card where you can earn hookers and blow. Praise Jesus. Yes.
You said praise Jeebus. It must be somebody new.
I love it. 1 million trillion Kiki
praise
bonds.
Jeebus.
Jeebus.
Praise Jeebus.
So I do think that the Pope was murdered by JD Vance because he was a
it's not right.
I'm allowed to think what I want. No, okay. Guys, listen. I don't actually fucking think he was murdered by JD Vance, all right? I do I do think it's kind of sad, however, that the most progressive Pope we had, who got like fucking like, shut up, Pope, shut up. He didn't mean that. He said, I think there is a place for gay people in in
Did
the
he say
world.
that to JD Vance?
And then JD Vance put a dart in his hand and then he let him die. But I do think it's just funny. And now they're gonna put a I do love that the Catholic Church too said they went, no, he didn't, that was taken out of context. So
Kit, they're telling rumors about the Pope on the rope. Kit.
I don't think so.
Kit's very disturbed by that.
He's disturbed.
He's got his face in his paw. Like,
oh my God.
Oh no.
Mom, though. Wait, we have a guest. I have to poop though. Could you?
You better get that pooping under control.
Could you talk to them?
I guess.
Hello.
Hi, Pope. What happened?
Well, bless you, Michaeline.
Thank you, Pope Francis.
I was alive yesterday and dead today.
And it's so funny that you're wearing lipstick this evening.
Well, now I can be my authentic self now that I'm in heaven.
That's great. I think I'm happy for you.
Can I tell you something?
Yes. Yeah, please tell me.
I said one thing nice about gay people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then JD Vance put some kind of poison into my hand. And now I'm dead. Is someone watching us?
I don't know.
Say Peter. Say Peter. I'll be right there.
Yeah, I don't know, Pope. I don't think you got poisoned. I think you were failing already. I mean, you were 87.
Failing as the Pope because
you were a little overweight. You were a little overweight. You had some ailments, and I think you just died a normal death from your ailments. I don't think it had anything to do with JD Vance and some poison dart.
I was overweight?
I think you were a little overweight. I think you knew that too. I'm pretty sure you knew that.
Well, excuse me for not being able to run laps.
I'm not saying anything mean about it. I'm just saying that your health was probably a little poor because you had a few extra pounds on you, and probably your organs were starting to give up.
Michaeline,
you're
fat shaming me now.
No, I'm saying it with the utmost of care.
Aren't you fat shaming my life?
No, I'm saying it with the utmost of care and concern. You probably weren't even
how hard it is.
Well. You didn't even want to wear your red Pope shoes. You just wanted to wear your worn-in, nice, dark leather black shoes from Argentina.
Michaeline, can I ask you something?
Not if you have that mean face on you. You have to smile.
You know how hard
it is. Teeth, Pope. Wow. Who's your dentist?
I got these at God. God is my dentist.
Wow.
Thank you. Do you know how hard it is to do the elliptical machine in these robes? I keep doing the elliptical in the papal office because I requested one because everybody told me I was underweight, and then my robes got stuck in it, and it was like vroom, 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 and then I kept hitting my head, and then someone would have to come and help me.
They told you were underweight?
No.
That's what you said, Pope.
You poor little lamb. They told me
called
I
you
was
a poor little lamb?
No, you're a poor little lamb.
I am a poor little lamb. I like that I'm a lamb.
They told me I was overweight.
You said
so I got an elliptical in my catacomb. And then when I got on the elliptical, I had all of my robes on. And then my robes got stuck in the elliptical. And then it would go vavum, vavum, vavum. And then I would scrape my head and somebody would have to come get me out. So God forbid I be overweight.
I wasn't saying it in a mean way. I was saying it with true compassion and concern for you, sir.
Well,
Father.
Christ has died. Christ is risen. Christ will come again. Everybody, Christ has died. Christ is risen. Christ will come.
Bless me, Father.
You have
sinned. It's been, bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It has been 40 years since my last confession. No. It has been 50, 55 years since my last confession.
Confess to me, my child.
I can't even remember all my sinful ways.
I'll tell you what some sins happened to me.
Okay.
Everybody called me fat and progressive. Then what happened? Then my own papal community, they said, no, he took that out of context. You guys didn't get it. When I said what I meant. Also, J.D. Vance put a poison dart in my hand. And it hurt.
That's not true.
It hurt. And then the moment I die, the day after Easter, Michaeline.
Well, you must have been a very holy man.
No, you called me fat. And that's why I died. Why are you laughing?
Because I almost spit up my water.
Is it holy water? Christ has died. Christ is risen. Christ will come again. There's nothing wrong with gay people. Christ was gay himself. Christ was gay himself. Michaeline.
Yes, Father.
Are they doing the smoke thing at the Vatican right now?
Well, no, it'll probably start in a couple of weeks, and then they'll have to take, they'll have to write the names of the people. They've got 4 or 5 people. I think there's 3 traditional ones, 2 progressive ones, and they'll have to take votes over and over again until they come to an agreement. And after each vote, if it's not all in agreement, black smoke will come out of the chimney. And then after another vote, if it's not in agreement, black smoke will come out of the chimney. And then after another vote, they will keep taking votes until they all agree, and then white smoke will come out of the chimney at the Vatican.
God damn it. I'm so sorry.
Don't say that. God's going to be very sad that you said that.
Oh, he's burning me right now. I am in heaven. But God damn it. I wanted rainbow smoke to come out of the chimney.
Rainbow smoke?
That was my last wish.
That's not going to happen. Sorry, Pope. Black or white?
This is bullshit. Sorry to
Pope, you shouldn't be swearing and cussing like that.
I can swear in heaven now.
Well, it's shocking that you can even talk. I mean, you're dead.
I'm in heaven. Isn't that what this is all for?
Are you like you're speaking to us directly from heaven?
Where the fuck do you think I am? Where the fuck am I supposed to be? I'm dead. I can't talk. I'm here talking to you, Michaeline, because I all I asked for was some rainbow smoke.
This is really.
How do you listen, Michaeline? How do you think that I feel that the last person on earth I talked to was J.D. Vance?
And now you're talking to me from heaven. I'm the first person you're speaking to from heaven.
At least it's not J.D. Vance.
Wow, I must be so privileged to be speaking to the Pope from heaven.
Christ has died. Christ is risen. Christ will come again. Christ has died. Christ is risen.
This is so
Christ
blasphemous.
will come.
I'm afraid for my
It's
immortal
fine.
soul.
I'm up here with
I'm afraid for my immortal soul.
Listen, my immortal soul. All I wanted was another progressive pope and J.D. Vance not to dot me in the hand and kill me. But look what happened. Christ has died. Christ is risen. Christ will come again. Again, with me this time, Michaeline. I'll save your soul. Christ has died. Come on, Michaeline.
I will not sing that with you.
I'm the Pope. Is it because I was the Pope that liked the gays?
No, I'm happy for that.
Then sing with me.
I can't.
Christ has died. Christ is risen. Christ will come again. In a round. Christ has died. Now you, Michaeline. Christ is risen. Christ will come again. Kanye's going to hell. Here we go. Christ has died. We see you, Kanye. Christ is risen. Christ will come again. It's okay to be gay. That's my legacy. Here we go, Michaeline. Christ has died. Christ is risen. The gays love my God.
Rest in peace, Pope Francis.
You'll pay for this. My God, Mom, what happened?
What do you mean? Did you know that Pope Francis was talking to me from heaven?
No. I felt I had like a headache and I heard some strange songs.
Yeah. I'm the person he chose to talk to from heaven. I'm like angelic now. Can you see it?
So good.
Can you see how angelic I am now?
You look great. That's awesome, Michaeline.